So now I have to explain this lesson 9.2. The name of the lesson is compare fraction with the same denominator. So I have to give the basic idea how to solve a question in this lesson. First of all, I will tell you about what is the meaning of the same denominator. So I want to tell you about this one, the same denominator. Same denominator means if you have a fractions, so for example, we have 3 divided by 4 and I have to compare with another fraction that is 2 divided by 4. So as in the question, the name of this lesson is compare fraction with same denominator. It means we have to compare. First of all, we have to see the denominator here. The denominator is 4 and here is also the denominator is 4. And numerator can be different. Numerator numerator has a different value, but the denominator will be always same. So if you see two fractions whose denominator are same, then you have to check the numerator, means on the top value, this one and this one, 3 and 2. So which one is greater, 3 or 2? If 3 is greater, we will just write down this symbol. It will show you that 3 by 4 is greater than 2 by 4. This is the basic idea of this lesson. So now I will solve this unlock problem so that you can understand the whole lesson very well. So now in this question, we have Jeremy and Krishna are each making quilt blocks. Both blocks are the same size and the both are made of 4 equal size square. 2 by 4 of Jeremy's square are green and 1 by 4 of Christina's squares are green. Whose quilt block has more green square? So as we see that we have two fractions. This is 2 by 4 and the another fraction of Christina's square is 1 by 4. So we have two fractions, 2 by 4 and 1 by 4. So this is 2 by 4 and this is 1 by 4. As I told you, the denominator here, we see here we see this denominator, this is a 4 and here is also 4. So we see the top value 2 and 1, which one is greater? 2. So I will say that this is 2 by 4 is greater than 1 by 4 and here we have to fill. So this is the block of Jeremy, so we will say that this is Jeremy's quilt. Jeremy's quilt blocks. Okay. In the same way, we have this square blocks and we see that the size are the same. In Jeremy's quilt blocks, we have 4 blocks 1, 2, 3, 4 and the Christina's quilt block we have 4 blocks 1, 2, 3, 4. So as we see, we have a fraction. We have this 4, the total is 4 blocks. So the fraction of Jeremy's quilt is 2 by 4. So I will just shade 2 blocks, this one and this one. And here in Christina we have 1 by 4, so just only one, this one. And how here in the question and how are the two fractions alike? Because we have the same denominator, just write down the same denominator. Same and denominator, we just write down same denominator. Okay. Now another question here. First I will read the question. Here also we have to compare fraction of group. So we have Jane and Maggie, each have 6 buttons. So you can say we have 6 buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is the button of Jane's and this is the buttons of Maggie. So now in the question it is said that shade 3 only, here shade 3 only we have to shade 3 out of 6 in Jane's button, and shade, and that buttons are red, and we have to shade 5 of Maggie's button to show the number of that are red. So it means we can say that in Jane's button 3 are red out of 5 and out of 6, and Maggie's button, the 5 buttons of Maggie's are red out of 6. So I will show you here. Here we say we have 5 because we can say that 5 is greater than 3, and here we have to write only 3. So we can say 3 by 6 and this will be always 5 by 6. So as we see this, the denominator here, what are the denominator? The denominator are 6 and this is same. So we have to see the up numbers, means on the top 3 and 5, which one is greater? 5 is greater. So I just write down 5 by 6 is greater than 3 by 6. So in here we have to write has a greater fraction. So which one has a greater fraction? This one. So I just write down Maggie. Write down here Maggie. M-A-G-G-I. So Maggie has a greater fraction of red button. So now this one, if we say that here we can say that this we have total 6 buttons. So in Jane case we have to shade 3 only. 1, 2, 3 out of 5. So we just write down 3 divided by 5, and here we have to just shade 5. 1, 2, 3 means 1, 2, 3, 4 and only 5. We can say this is 5 out of 6. So which one is greater? If I write down here 3 by 5 and 5 by 6, we have 2 fraction and we have to compare this one. Sorry, this is 6 because this is 3 by 6 and this is 5 by 6. So the denominator here we see the common, this one. So we have to see on the top number, on the numerator only 3 and 5. Which one is greater? 5. So just write down 5. Okay. Thank you so much.